Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Stoner P and the Baller Report with
You know, with the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message
Niche.
nationwide. You done know, y'all.
Let's bust two shot in the air for all my motherfucking potheads that we just don't care.
So what we got on the baller report today, man?
We got a couple things. The Chung movie came out. I
Oh
wanna go
yeah.
see. I wanna go see it.
Did you get this? I got to see a bit of the trailer. It's supposed to be like their
Their
last movie,
last,
right?
their,
How many movies did they do in total? Do you know?
bro. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's
Let me check up right now.
yeah. I'm gonna go check up
Check it
on.
up on right now, man. I can't because my thing is
Yeah.
like charging right at the moment.
Yeah. We're gonna do this nice and voice
Yeah, how many?
commanding.
How many? I would say they would be like on the Rushmore
Of pot,
for pot
upper heads
influencers of whatever. Like
for sure.
they made one, didn't they? They were on there,
Yeah, it was.
and they had what Willie Nelson, and Snoop on there with them,
Yeah, they had Chichi
right?
Chong, Willie Nelson, and Snoop.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Okay, let's ask Chat GPT this.
Yeah.
How many movies did Chichi Chong make? Okay, you know what? Chat GPT, you're being stupid. Google's better.
Just go on Google, man. Google will tell you.
I know it. This guy, they're telling me Chichi Chong.
That's the original Chat GPT.
Yeah, how many movies? Well, anyway, till I search this up.
Yeah.
What weed are you smoking on anyway?
Yo, man, you're the one that should be telling me. What are we smoking on, man?
That's some wedding cake by the Dank Boys.
It's nice.
I'm smoking some pink gas. You wanna switch?
Read.
Wanna switch?
Pink gas.
Pink gas.
Okay.
That might put you on your ass. Pause. Yeah. Here we go. Bomba Cricket. 10 movies together.
Is it 10?
10 movies together. If you add both of them together.
And that doesn't include them being like on stand up or anything, right?
I included about
Because
stand up.
they did stand up and shit like that together on the road and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 10 movies. So do y'all want to know what 10 movies? If you guys never watched all the 10 movies? Because you know what? I only know probably 5 on this. No, yeah, probably 5. But yeah, there are 10 movies. Okay, go. Top 10. The Big Brown Movie. That's number 10. 9. For y'all cocaine addicts, y'all. Yeah, it's called cocaine. Number 8. How to Save Your Life. How to Save Your Life.
How to Save Your Life.
Gee, I wonder. Interesting. The Golden Ticket. Damn it.
Golden Ticket. Yeah.
Shit, but we can still do it.
All right.
Another State of Mind. That's number 6. And for y'all know, the famous 2, Still Smoking. That's number 1 of them. Number 4, Things Are Tough All Over. And number 3, Cheech Chong's Nice Dreams. Cheech Chong's next movie. And number 1, the most infamous, Up in Smoke.
Wow. Wow.
How many movies did you see on this list?
What's that?
How many movies did you actually see on this list?
Well, I would have to say maybe 3 or 4, perhaps. But I know I didn't watch all of them.
I only watched, tell you the truth, I only watched Up in Smoke, Still Smoking, and one of the Cheech Chong's, I think it was the Nice Dreams one, when they're on the pirate ship or some shit.
Yo, very influential. You know what I mean? They took a risk back in the day doing that because, you know, at them times, marijuana was like really like.
It was strict back then.
It was stricter than strict.
And now, like, yeah, weed's legalized.
Yeah.
Right? But this government wants to put stricter laws on the retail.
I call it decriminalization.
right? So
That's what it's called. Decriminalization. It ain't legalization.
for one, the black market is always going to control the monopoly in the cannabis world, no matter what, right? Because and also the native companies, right? The natives and black market companies are always going to conquer this thing we call cannabis. Okay, don't get it twisted. The government can try and control it as much as they per se can, right? But bro, there's always if there wasn't legalization, where are you gonna get your weed from the corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but they're trying to make it like saying the cannabis. They don't want that type of cannabis selling in the government stores.
They want to control the potency. They want to control everything besides selling it.
But don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong though, right? It's a good thing, right? Because there is people out there that they either do not know what they're fucking doing while they're growing weed, or they're just trying to fucking
Well, that's the good thing about it, though. But overall,
catch a dollar.
no, but well, the overall is that it's legalized. That means you're about to grow. So
Hmm.
that's the good part about it. Besides buying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that I have to give them for. You know what I mean? But the other thing, man, like, come on now. My dream was way before this legalization. I said, yo, imagine it's legalized now.
Hmm.
That means for me, that means, okay, you know
Yeah.
what that means for me? That means that a dime should be like nearly close to like $3. Do you get what I'm saying? And so on. Do you get what I mean? That's in my ideal world of legalization. Like
In
legalization,
government,
it should
government
be
wise,
like the prices should be dropped. You know what I'm saying? More, and they'll be selling more because the prices are dropped. But
that's
no. But what I see, you know what I seen? I seen prices going up on certain strands and shit.
the
And yo,
the
don't
tax
mind me, man. This is my rant. But
the taxation, bro. The
yeah,
taxation.
man. Like, and the thing is, it's almost like wine. I'm sorry because I used to work for a wine company a couple of years ago. They just the same grapes, just put a different label on it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just gonna be honest with you. I smoked weed what is cheaper
Mm.
than expensive weed, and the potency was better. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest.
You, you know
So
what?
yo, what up with that?
Some people, okay, because certain strains, like I call it it's name brand strains, like you know your, your pink wagyu or your permanent marker, or you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I said in one of my episodes, right? I did a theory for all you government dispensary buyers. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna tell you again. I went to 3 different dispensaries and
Yeah.
grabbed the same strand.
All right.
They're supposed to be all the same.
Yep.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where it goes back on. It's the same grower too. Let me just add that one in there too.
Okay.
Okay, it's from the same grower who
Yeah.
forgot the name, but I don't mention names anyway. But come on, you're using the strand's name as like a selling feature, marketing scheme,
Yeah.
right? Because that's even goes for even illegal dispensaries. You know what I mean? Like if you don't know, if you never smoked real fucking, say, Mike Tyson OG, right? You wouldn't never really know it. Like you won't know. You go to one dispensary, okay, yeah, you smoke that, and it's like, no, doesn't taste good. But Mike Tyson is a really good strand. I'm just throwing it out there, right? If you really smoke, if
Mm-hmm.
Mike Tyson, right? So that's why.
Speaking of that, man, do you feel that certain dispensaries,
Mm,
right? It's like you were saying Mike Tyson, right?
mhm.
But not all dispensaries have that, right? Do you feel that certain dispensaries, it's like the flea market, right?
Mhm.
they have the certain clothes and they have the certain clothes at the other booth there.
Yeah.
But certain other booth don't have it. You know what I'm saying? You feel that certain dispensaries are connected with certain growers or something like that?
It is.
Like,
It is. It is. It's yeah, it's more of a, I can say, a cult, a group. You know what I mean? Let me just throw it out there. It's a There's certain communities that people stick with,
yeah.
right? There's growers. There's people sellers. You know what I mean, right? But they just stick with it. And you got to do your research too, and make good connections, right?
True.
Because you want to go to those, you want to get linked up with like headwaters. You know what I mean? Like those are well-known growers, right? For Canada, headwaters. You know what I mean? They grow for the informations. You know what I mean? Camel is another one. Camel actually started fucking
So
burner shit.
so pretty much
Believe
like
it or not, you know that,
these
right?
certain grower companies, they have contracts with certain dispensaries,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
And and
But I'm just showing you on the black market side.
yeah.
Like, if you want to get connected, you have to be in like certain little communities of the cannabis industry. Like you gotta know, you have to stay connected.
Well, staying connected is almost like the art of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be in that community, you have to be a part of that community through something what you know best.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like to sprawl out and get the attention.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. It's the art of attraction.
And and
Anything what you do.
and I find too. Let's go back to the government side now,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's, like, again, a certain community that they only deal with, right? Like they won't deal with any average Joe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, boom. All right, yeah, let's work together, right? Let's brand this. You can't brand that brand because the government owns that fucking shit.
True.
It's so sticky, right?
True that.
That's why I go to these, government cannabis industry parties for a reason, just to see, right? If you're not, if you're not like a part of it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, or work in some kind of cannabis industry, and you have your can sell license, you know what I mean. You ain't gonna get, like, you won't even get a thumbs up from them,
Mm-hmm.
even if you try to promote their shit
Okay.
on any platform.
All right.
You get what I mean? And I just see it. I see it on Instagram all the time. And I wonder why they don't get fucking blackballed, but people like us will get blackballed.
Mm. Well, here's another thing I'm kind of irked about for legalization, right? I don't know, you probably are too.
Mm.
Before legalization, people were getting a lot of in trouble with the weed and shit like that and everything, and all of a sudden it's legalized, right?
Mm-hmm.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Ones who got in trouble with the law, majority of them are better growers and maybe better sellers and stuff like that, right?
Mm.
But now here's what I find so absurd: for one to like own a dispensary or grower and all of that, you can't have no criminal record. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, because to me it's like it's a reference, but at the same time, it's like you have a resume.
It's true.
No, because if you got arrested for it and all of that and highly about it, that means you got some good damn experience about it. Not true? So in fact, wouldn't it be better off as a rehabilitation program instead of they get back into some bullshit? No, let's encourage these guys. Let's put them in the jobs what they actually know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo,
I'm just saying, like, real shit.
yo,
Because
you,
for you to own a dispensary,
mm, you got
right?
a
Correct
point.
me if I'm wrong.
You got a point.
You cannot have a criminal record,
It's true. Yeah,
right?
like, okay, let me break down the science to that, right? I break it down like this. So you can have a criminal record for one, right?
Go on.
Numerous reasons,
Go
right?
on.
Because even if you have a theft on your record,
Go on.
you're not bondable. They're not gonna trust you with fucking 20 pounds or the whole.
But
You get what I'm saying, though,
I do, but I'm just saying,
right?
I'm just saying for ones who are only on charges
Mm-hmm.
for weed.
Yeah, no, no,
That,
no.
I'm not talking about
I'm
nothing
just,
else.
but I'm
You
just,
know what I mean?
I'm
Just
just.
for weed, that means they have good experience with the cannabis.
I get it. Yeah, the
You know what I
trafficking,
mean?
the
Like
trafficking, right?
traffic, not only trafficking, like you know, there's ones who have been busted in the big grow ups and all of that, and they're doing some bomb ass weed and everything. You know what I mean? And guess what? Guess what? Now it's legal. Now,
Uh,
now they're out. Now they're out. Can't do it.
well,
Right? Not true?
you see in BC, right? When we was legalized, right? So there's raids left, right, and center, right? Houses raids, right? The police got so fed up, right? Of raiding these houses because they couldn't get the owners,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's all they wanted to get the owners. So they got so fed up. They're like, "Yo, here, we're gonna." They bring the fire marshal in, right? They knock on your door. If you don't answer the door, they slap a piece of paper on your door, right? You have 48 hours to clean up, or we're coming.
Are they coming?
Or they're coming. They give you a warning,
They're giving you the warning.
right? But
You don't have to do that.
like, I escaped from one of the grow up raids when I lived out there, right? When I used to grow weed out there, yo, I hid in a bathroom cover. This was like I was 17 years old, in fucking the winter time, and I ain't from BC like that. So I'm thankful, I knew where my brother's place was,
Mm.
right? But yeah, they couldn't take the homie down. They couldn't take the homie down. And I was in my fucking jersey and a fucking shorts and my shoes. The time I got there, I'm like, yo, I was talking some mad shit like they can't break the Pentagon, they can't break it down and all this type of shit. You know what I mean? But yo, this whole 100 man versus the gorilla.
Oh Lord have mercy. What about it, man? What about
Okay,
it?
okay, I'm gonna ask you this. Do you think it's logically could be done?
How big is that gorilla?
Like,
Let's
they're
get with
saying,
that.
okay, they're saying an average silverback.
Average silverback gorilla
Okay,
and
let's
100 man.
okay, let's okay for
Well,
what?
check this out. Check this out. It would be possible because, all right, let's just get real here. It's 100, right? So you could be taking 40 of them right now and dealing with them, right?
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
Then you have the 25 of them plotting a trap for the thing, right?
Mhm.
You have another 25 who are gonna help later on, like, you know what I mean? Like during the trap to get, like, the other ones are getting him there and like you have to be strategic. They just couldn't just attack him just like that. They have to do it strategic. If they do it strategic, it's possible. But if they don't strategic, majority of them out of the 100, I would say at least 60 of them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I'm breaking it down for you, the weight. So okay, look at this. All right, people. This is Stoner P talking. You might can take my opinion right. You might can take my opinion wrong. But y'all thinking this completely stupid. Okay, logical. You guys are overseeing the whole matter here. You guys think, okay, you send 100 motherfuckers in to get this gorilla, right? And you guys are just gonna rush him. Y'all be dead if y'all rush him. First of all, they technically weigh only 300 to 400 pounds. Okay, a silverback gorilla, adult male,
Now,
mountain.
but the next question is, like, are the men just, it's just hand to hand, or are they going to get some sticks and
No,
stuff like that?
no,
and stab
they.
it?
I think they're saying just in fighting words, right? No weapons, right? Because
Okay.
obviously, yeah, I could, I'll shoot the fucking tranquilizer gun. You know what I mean?
It's over.
I win. One man.
One man.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you're saying 100 man. Okay,
Okay.
I'm breaking down the science to you guys. Okay, I'm breaking this down logical for y'all. Okay, some are larger individuals that can reach up to 500 pounds. They stand between 4 feet to 11, 4 to 5 feet.
Okay.
Okay, I'm fucking taller than the fucking gorilla. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm breaking it more down to you guys. Okay, they stand between 4 to 11 inches and 5 to 11 inches tall. So okay, 6 feet. Sorry, let me get that right.
Mm-hmm.
So their width is they're pretty big. So look at this. You're fucking fighting Yokozuna. Rest in peace. You know what I mean? If 100 of y'all can't fucking knock that motherfucker down, you guys are dummies. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But that's then again, what average men are going into it? Is it 100 of motherfucking small motherfuckers like me?
See, that's the whole
The whole logic about
logic to it too.
like the whole internet got this like
And then going into more specifics.
Pacific. Like you get into that. Yeah, it can be done. It can be done. 10 of y'all take one arm. 10 of y'all take the other arm. 10 of y'all take the other arm. 10 of y'all take the other arm. That's 80 y'all. Or no, not even. 40. There's 60 y'all motherfuckers left.
The deal with him.
Right? I know a couple of the ones, the groups there of 10. Some of y'all gonna get knocked out, but hey, you know what I mean? You gotta take one for the team.
Well, we already know at least 20 of them gone there.
Mm-hmm.
At least we know for a fact 10 of them gone.
Like
10 to 20.
the internet should have just did it like this. If it was like, say, 50 fucking bums fighting a gorilla. You know what I mean? Like, or alcoholics, or drunks.
I can tell you one thing. Give 50 crack at yo, this crack is yours. This whole bag of crack is yours. They go, yo, when you want that gorilla dead? You know what I'm saying? That gorilla's going down.
You give a Toronto buck to a fucking ounce of fucking dope. They're gonna try to fight that gorilla. Okay, first of all, they're gonna smoke a half a ball right there,
and guess what?
And turn Super Saiyan.
Guess what, man? And knowing the fact that they took down that gorilla, you better make sure you give them that damn drugs because they took down that gorilla.
Yo, hey yo, this is just for the I would personally make somebody purchase the fucking shit, right? And fucking I'll give them a half ball to smoke right there to go fucking fight this girl just for shits and giggles. Yo, remember I still have it, right? So if you don't survive, hey, fuck, here. That I hope that half ball was worth it. But anyway, that was our fair chest. The whole gorilla matter.
No, man. But 420 already passed. Nothing real big or
it's a money grab.
Memorable happened.
Nah, it's a money grab, man. It's a money grab. It's not the same no more, man. It is
because when it was illegal, we were making a statement.
But look at this. So like, I'm gonna bring it back to it's like the communities who you associate with. So if you're somebody that's trying to come into there, you won't feel comfortable. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People just look at you weirdly. You know what I mean, G? Like that's how I felt. Like maybe it could be different, right? But it's bro. It's just a community of weed smokers. You know what I mean? That just maybe they just click up. Maybe like they just don't like the mandem.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Oh yeah, these guys are from the streets. You know what I mean? That's stereotyping motherfuckers. I don't like that shit. When you stereotype somebody, right? You're the biggest piece of shit. You're the biggest piece of shit. It goes in anything.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know what I mean? Like
that's ignorance.
That's ignorant because
don't know.
Yo, some of us motherfuckers are the nicest motherfuckers in the world and have a heart of fucking gold.
Yeah,
right?
The thing is, the thing is, once everyday love is gone or been taken away, you're gonna see the opposite of that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you don't want to see it from that person who is so positive. You know what I mean? Because they're used to being so positive. But once the initiative has been put down, then you're gonna see what goes down.
Yo, there is actually a weed rally coming up soon.
Oh yeah, when?
Let me pull it up. Actually, I just seen it the other day. Everybody's gonna do a march downtown somewhere. I think it's on by Queens Park there.
Oh yeah, some big march. I think I heard about it near Wesley or something.
Yeah,
Wesley and
on the other side of well, not the good side of Wellesley.
What near Cabbage Town?
Yeah, yeah. No, not Cabbage Town. Fucking Queens Park.
Oh, went that way.
Yeah, because it splits off. I know where it splits off there.
Okay, and when is that? You
Yeah, I'm gonna pull
brought
it.
that up?
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
What's it called? The Weed March, right?
Yeah, the wee much. Actually, fuck, it was today.
It was today. Damn, we so
Yeah,
high.
marijuana.
We fly. We know
Marijuana.
this.
Yeah.
It's today.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
But you know what? I don't celebrate. The whole the cannabis advocacy. This whole thing with the government. I don't celebrate that because you know what I should be celebrating? It's for y'all motherfucking cops that used to fucking harass me all the motherfucking time when I was used to
What?
roll a spliff and all this shit on the fucking corner, and you guys want to just
Oh, weed stories. Shit.
come on, guys.
We all had our haggle and
We
harassments.
we put up with the most fucking shit about motherfucking weed.
Yeah, man.
Not, oh yeah, we grow weed, or you know what I mean, and we opened up a shop and you know what I mean, or even let's go back from way then the hippie days, right? Yeah, I respect what those guys did
Yeah, but the thing is,
because that was a meaning.
all right, let's
That was
break it down, man.
that was the
Okay,
meaning.
no,
True.
but I'm going by what you're saying. Don't haggle the person who's smoking a spliff and shit. Am I doing a grow up and all them thing then? No, I'm supporting the thing, but I'm not the one doing it. So why you on me for? You know what I mean? It just makes sense. You get what I mean? Like you're gonna haggle at one who has a less than a dime, but meanwhile the guy who's walking by, he's probably doing the grow up.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But back in the days though, it was the police. The police. It was a reason for them to stop us.
Oh, of course.
Like if you even smelt like weed,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're getting pulled over. And even if from the streets, you're from the streets, you're gonna get pulled. You smell like weed, yeah, you're gonna get pulled over,
There
right?
you go.
So I don't know if y'all heard about Tav. So don't let me get back to that story. Shout out to Hoodlum for breaking that whole Tavis era, because if you guys don't know about that era and you're smoking a spliff in your goddamn house and the boy them are walking through the fucking projects and they take a whiff and it's coming from your door, well, guess whose door is getting flied off, right? Tavis, now that was a fucking crazy era, but that's a different story. You know what I mean? But if y'all need some fucking reviews on some strains, I'm trying to create this fucking whole maybe an NFT game, maybe a collectibles for the cannabis industry. You know what I mean? It's game playing cards. It's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh, and maybe not too much of Pokemon, but like kind of similarity. You know, but for weed. You know what special powers certain strands do. I don't know, something to learn, right? Because certain strains do certain things.
Oh,
I know.
no, man. But yo, man, we almost coming to a conclusion to this.
I didn't fly off the spaceship.
But any conclusions you want to be to this pod? If it's bottle, man.
Yo, don't smoke bush weed. Motherfuckers out here be going to all that government fucking dispensary shit. Yo, bro, come check me. Come, I'll hook you up. All right. Stay blessed, stay high, and smoke the best weed you can. Cause that bush will hurt your head. Yeah, it would.
You done know,
Done know.
man. You done know, man. You heard it first. The bottle report here.
Yeah, big.
Stoner P with the Rastafari samurai. You know what I'm saying? Let me end it like properly though before we go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this. This is the Rastafari Samurai. Never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message. Nation. What?
Bam! 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 Boom! Flash grenade.